Welcome to RM Tuner, the tuning software for the RM-Primis standalone ECU. In this quick video, I will show you how to use some of the basic functions in our fantastic software. To start, we will see how to open a base map. First, choose the File option on the left side of your screen and click Open. This will bring up the file. You are then to choose your base map. If you are connecting to an ECU, you would click on Connections on the left side of the screen, select your COM port, and click on Connect Fast. You will now see that the number of frames on the bottom will start to increase, indicating that you have a connection established with the ECU. Let's start now by looking at the main tables by clicking on Settings. You will then click on Tuning. You can see the Fuel table, VE table, the AFR table, and the ignition table. You can change the values of these cells in two ways. First, you can click on the cell you want to change and input the new value in the selection box below and press Enter, and the value of the cell will change. Using this method, you can select multiple cells, input the new value in the selection box below, and press Enter, and the value of all the cells will change. If you want to increase or decrease one by one, use the plus or minus on your keyboard to do this. By utilizing the linear interpolations function, you can write a minimum and a maximum value, and then selecting the line you would like to interpolate, right-click on your keyboard and choose Linear Interpolation on the drop-down. The second way of changing the value of the cells is by inputting directly. Double-click on the cell, input the new value, and press Enter. Once you have input the settings required, make sure you save your settings by navigating to Store All Settings on the left side of the screen. You might be asking yourself how to change the load and RPM axis on these tables. You can do this by clicking back and choose the engine config icon. Then choose Load and RPM settings here. You can configure the size and axis of the main tables. You can change the number of RPM or load sites. You can also change the load source from alpha N based on TPS, speed density based on map, or mass airflow. To change the values of both the load and RPM axis by clicking on the existing value, inputting the new value and pressing Enter. Click on the green store icon and don't forget to click on Store All Settings on the left. Use the back button and we will now look at the smaller tables. These tables are very similar, but this time you can input the values of the axis straight into the table. Here we have the voltage for this table. You can select a cell which will highlight in yellow and put the new value on the box and click Enter. It also works for the other columns. Don't forget to click on the store. On tables like this, you can also add preset percentages to the values of your table. You can select the cells on your table and add or remove between 1 to 5%. Or input your own custom percentage and press Enter. Each time you click Enter, it will increase the value by that percentage. If you input a negative value, it will remove this percentage from the table. Don't forget to click the green Store button. Navigate now to the Boost table. You will see a Change RPM or TPS checkbox at the top. If you click on this, RM Tuner will allow you to add new values for the axis. Again, you can write the value straight into the axis and press Enter, and the new value will be written. Once you are finished, untick the checkbox and store. If you want to collaborate a new coolant temperature sensor or intake air temperature sensor, you can use the Quick Cal icon. This will open a new window with some pre-configured sensors. By selecting one and click on Update Table, it will update the data on your table. You can also do a custom table by choosing the user defined on the dropdown. Input the resistance and temperature for your new sensor. You will require 3 values. Add a name for your custom setting and click on Add New and update the table at the end. If you are wondering how to change the measurement unit for the temperature for RM Tuner by clicking or unclicking the box for Fahrenheit or Celsius. You can also do this for the pressure by going to Map Sensor. You can go between kPa or PSI. You may notice on RM Tuner there are various question marks across the software. By hovering your mouse over the question mark, it will give you a little tip or description for what this option is for. This will help you quickly learn how to use this setting. Remember that after writing the new values, click Enter and store all settings. This video will help you get started using our software. If you have any questions, please contact us using the customer support email.